Lights out. And now the movie.
I don't see anything. What's the matter with you? If you don't stop seeing things, I'm going to gouge your eyes out.
From the heart of Playhouse Square in downtown Cleveland, from high atop the Television 8 building,
it's PsYcHo Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem.
Here we go.
A special three-part series that finds out exactly why wrestling is so popular. And he even attempts to answer the age-old question, is it fake?
They called themselves Mr. Nitro and Hulk Hogan Jr. They were my old neighbors, and my wife told me many, many times to be careful wrestling them in the backyard when I was known as Pizza Man, champion wrestler of Ripley Road. My neighbors reminded me of the midget wrestlers so popular in the 1950s. The names they had chosen reminded me of the simpler time, wrestling in the 60s.
It's the Sheik against Bobo Brazil. Buddy Rogers and Killer Kowalski. There's a shot of Buddy Rogers.
Today's wrestlers are bigger, stronger, with more colorful names like PsYcHo Mike, who is announced as being from Hell's Kitchen, New York, but he's really Michael Brown from Cleveland's South Side.
It's more conditioning than anything. You have to be conditioned to take those kind of bumps night after night. Sometimes if you land wrong, there's no amount of conditioning that can help you. You're hurt.
Hurt is what a lot of the fans want to see. They want to see the other guy smashed and bashed, opened up and closed down. Who are the people attending these matches? Well, tonight, anywhere from 25 to 30% of this audience is made up of youngsters, kids from 3 to 4 years old all the way up to their late teens. For kids, just what is the attraction? How aware are they of what is going on in the ring?
Well, they don't really get hurt that much, like they act like it, but it's cool.
Whatever it is big, big business. Entertainment.
Anybody that doesn't think all sports come under the heading of entertainment, they're sadly mistaken, because that's all they are.
Tomorrow, just how big a business is pro wrestling. Alan DePietro, Eyewitness News.
Okay. You want to try? No, maybe not. Well,
I can think of other ways that are...
They eat as well, don't they? Well, the big names can really afford to eat whatever they want. As Alan DePietro tells us in part 2 of WrestleManiacs, they make a lot more money than just what they carry out of the ring.
The World Wrestling Federation. It's the big leagues of wrestling. Its #1 attraction is Hulk Hogan.
I wouldn't be afraid to venture that Hogan makes in the millions for the year.
It's a big business for the World Wrestling Federation, but for a wrestler like Hulk Hogan, it's a bonanza. He gets more than $1 million a year from the sale of T-shirts, games, dolls, whatever. Whatever includes $6 posters, wristbands that also sell for $6. And on a Saturday night at the Coliseum, fans were busy buying the newest item for sale at wrestling shows, trading cards.
Yeah, they just started those. About 2 months ago.
How have they been selling?
Good, because the kids trade between themselves, and just like baseball cards.
The 6,000 or so in attendance for the show paid $8, $10, $13 a ticket. But pro wrestling these days is making much of its money on television.
Actually, the fan attendance now has sort of dropped off because there's so much on television. It gets increasingly more difficult to get a wrestling fan to go out and pay $10 for a wrestling ticket.
But while the big league is raking it in, there are still dozens of smaller outfits like the Great Lakes Wrestling Association struggling to make a profit. And guys like PsYcHo Mike, wrestling 3 to 5 times a week, struggling to make a living.
I get anywhere between $125 to $250 a night, plus air and accommodations.
Tomorrow, we'll take a look at the most often asked question about professional wrestling. Is it fake? Alan DePietro, Eyewitness News.
Just don't ask PsYcHo Mike that question.
Be careful.
He might bop you.
Be careful.
On the off...
How the hell are you?
It's the tattooed madman, PsYcHo Mike. I got a few memories for you. It's more memory. It's the Cleveland TV memory. You remember the Prize movie? Remember John Lanigan on Channel 43? They played some shitty movies, and in between they have little questionnaires, and you know, whatever movie this is, can you guess it? And then guess this clip. And John Lanigan was on it, and Marty Sullivan, who was super host. Anyway, how about check this out?
Introduce yourselves now.
Gilbert.
I'm the tattooed madman, PsYcHo Mike.
I'm Tank Sherman. I'm the greatest wrestler in the world today, the mercenary professional wrestler. Managed by Mr. Magnificent.
The supposed love god of GLWA.
All right, now what's going to happen? I go after the North American heavyweight title. I take on Vladimir Markov, which is your man, and you keep your nose out of my face or I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to get the title. Come on down. We'd like to see. Also, don't forget the chance to see the mayor.
And we also have me going against the Demon of Darkness versus my hair versus his manager in a dunk tank. That should be worth the price of admission alone. Plus, we have fireworks the night of wrestling, and there will also be fireworks during the afternoon, I promise.
And I'm taking on one of the biggest wins in professional wrestling today, Ron Cumberledge, something like that. A little pretty boy in professional wrestling. I'm going to make him wish he wouldn't never put on a pair of tights. And with my manager backing me, we're going all the way.
You folks weren't here earlier. There's no love lost between these two groups here.
This guy, PsYcHo Mike's one of the biggest wimps I've met.
It's a grudge mercenary. The guy that's so big when he goes to the beach, people around him sell shade. It takes him an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes, and he's talking about us.
I don't want to hear it.
They're also going to have a wrestling seminar.
By the way, hey, Marty?
Yeah.
Want to play some checkers?
So
you can't even afford a real haircut.
I'm balding just in spots. Yeah, look. Turn around and see the back of that, too. That's all the way around.
That is beautiful.
Taxi! Be there Saturday!
But Great Lakes
Wrestling, we'll have a real good time.
Wait, bye-bye. We're going back to the movie. Have fun.
Free hang-up storage pouch. How about that, Ann?
You can read. I'm impressed.
And now, I missed that day of school. We got, well, let me see.
He finishes this. PsYcHo Mike is going to wing his way to Hollywood, to the America's Funniest People, where he will represent all of us in the skit, The Blub.
TV8, A1.
Okay.
Hey, Chuck, I just met a great girl. She's got a 44, a 22, and a 38.
Wow, some figure, huh?
Nah, she's a gun collector.
Hey!
You gotta, ciabatta, crunchy, cheesy deliciousness. Bite it, don't fight it, the new pizza fix. Pizza Pan has a brand new plan. Buy a ciabatta, get 2 free, man. Zesty flavor in your mouth today. Pizza Pan ciabatta is here to stay. You got a ciabatta? You got a ciabatta.
Ciabatta pizza, buy 1, get 2 free. Only at Pizza Pan.
You got a ciabatta? You got a ciabatta?
What's for dinner tonight? That's right, our Budget Dad chef is back with that answer. It's easy and inexpensive. Welcome back, Mike Brown. Good to see you again,
Happy New Year,
sir.
David. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much, TV8. Happy New Year, everyone.
There you go. And it's good to see you again, and I love the ideas you bring. And this is about enchiladas, right?
This is an enchilada casserole. It's not really a Mexican, but it's my twist on it.
Well, you know what? That whole Mexican thing shifted up north, and it goes back and forth across the border, so this is probably going to be very delicious.
This is the Cleveland Mexican version.
Well, let's do it, man. Show me how it works.
Well, you start off with, you need some enchilada sauce. Then you get some mushroom soup.
So the enchilada sauce, you can buy that pre-made, right?
Yeah, it's I got Chi-Chi's brand, but there's other brands out there. So you just put the mushroom soup.
They come hot and mild too?
Yes,
so
it's up to you, it's your preference, whatever you would like. I mean, you need tortillas, you need a pound of ground chuck, a pound of sweet sausage, or if you prefer a little spicy, you get the spicy sausage. Okay, and then you get.
I like this.
And then you mix the.
I'll step back.
Yes. You mix the mushroom soup and the enchilada sauce. That will be your sauce for the enchilada.
So this thickens it up and makes that enchilada sauce a little richer.
Yes. And then you take your tortilla And you cut them, and what you're going to do is, what I do it is just cut them.
Where'd you get that knife?
Guy Fieri.
How about that?
But what you do is you make a layer. Well, first we put some sauce down.
Okay.
You do it like this. Excuse me, David.
Mm-hmm.
Put a layer of sauce down the first.
Isn't it funny how many different things you can put cream and mushroom soup in?
I swear, David, it's amazing because I mean.
You do it all the time.
Yeah, right. So this is what you try to do is make a little. You piece it together, try to make it solid.
Oh. So you're going to completely cover the bottom.
Right. You're going to do that. You're going to make each layer that way. You try to cover it the best you can.
You could have been a floor tile man.
Right. Then you take your ground sausage and your ground chuck.
So you cooked this already?
I browned the sausage and the ground chuck with onion. A medium onion will work. Put a nice layer of this.
So then you drain the grease off of it.
Right. You drain it. Of course.
It looks nice and dry.
Yeah, I've chilled it. I prepped it last night. But yeah, you make a layer of the meat. Making a mess of what I'm doing.
No, you're doing
good. And then you take olives. You can use whole olives and just chop them. But for the convenience of TV, I just grabbed the sliced ones.
Right.
Put a layer of olives in there.
You know, you said something really helpful too. You can do this the night before, get it all prepped. And then when you come home from work or whatever, school, you can just throw it together.
Correct. And then I'll just use the other knife. Then you get some green chilies, which is what I do, and just smear it a little bit around a little bit. You know, it's up to you if you want to use the green chilies. I mean, it's all good.
I think they're beautiful because they're mild, they're not hot.
Right.
And they say fire roast on them, so they're easy to find. They come in this little can like that.
Very convenient. Then you get a layer of cheese, which I didn't grab here handily. All right, and then you go and make another layer. You put cheese down. I usually use Mexican brand cheese. I actually forgot it. And then you piece this together, and then do the same thing. Repeat the process.
So it's,
the meat, the
it's
sauce.
almost like making Mexican lasagna.
Right. Well, I dropped the head there. Another layer of sauce.
Okay. You know, I do this all the time, and I get behind and ahead of myself, forget things. But you know what? When you're making it, say you forgot something you didn't have it at the store, you're not going to miss that one little item sometimes.
Well, the cheese you would. I mean, I use like the Mexican. It says Mexican. It's got like 4 different cheeses in it, and it works really well with it. And then you make another layer with the meat, the olives.
Right.
You also mix some cumin in with your enchilada sauce. And then the finished product is in the stove. And
can we get it out of there without blowing ourselves up?
We'll see. You cover it with foil, cook it at 350 for 30 minutes, and
oh, look at that.
That's the finished product.
Yeah, it looks great.
David, if you want to cut it, David, let me get you a plate.
Okay, I can do that. I can roll with that. Oh, look at that. It feels pretty nice and firm, too, like a lasagna, huh?
Yes. It's a very good little casserole. My grandkids eat it. My kids liked it when they were little kids, and now they're making it.
You know what's interesting is you cut it and you get those good smells out of there of that cumin, and the tortilla sauce.
It smells very good.
Yeah,
and it is very good, David. You'll see. I mean, yeah, how many times I've been here, you've liked it well. So
yeah, you do a good job, man. I like that. I like a dad who cooks too. It happens at my house a little bit.
I love cooking, so.
How's that look? I get it out of there okay?
That's good. That's good, David.
Just like that on the top.
I don't know where the forks are at.
Oh, yeah, we got a fork over here. Mike Brown, the dad who cooks, right?
Yeah, I'm the dad who cooks.
Here we go.
You can come to my, if you're living in my apartment building, you smell nice smells coming out of my apartment all the time.
I bet. Let's give it a try here. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to turn this to Herb so he can see what's going on in here. Look at this, guys. So there's all the layers, the cheesy layers. Right in the middle. Give it a shot. What floor do you live on?
Yeah, you can find me in Lakewood, yeah.
There is the budget dinner breakdown, the enchilada casserole. And you see, he says the ingredients add up to being a little bit of money, $19.99. But divide that by 4, even 6 people, it comes down to $5 or less per person.
And it's hearty. It's very hearty. 6-year ribs.
It's delicious.
Nothing wrong with that. Thank you very much, David.
You're looking good, my man.
Thank you very much.
Still to come on New Day Cleveland.
The following program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today on the test.
What woman goes to another man's house and says, "Oh, I'm in his bed"? What woman does that?
Is she bonding too much with her male BFF?
Are you having an affair with your best friend?
No, we think he's gay.
It doesn't add up.
She come home with a hickey. She told me some guy mysteriously had bit her on the neck.
And she can't keep her story straight.
It wasn't my friend that did it.
Vampires? I mean, seriously.
Then, it's a DNA drama that ends with a surprise twist. Today on the test.
and welcome to the test. I'm Kirk Fox. Fellas, have you been jealous of your girlfriend's male BFF? Is the friendship a little too close for comfort? You've come to the right place because we're here to put our guests to the test. My first guest, Michael, is a wrestler ready to go to the mat if his girlfriend doesn't stop messing with her best friend. Let's take a look.
I think my girlfriend's sleeping with her best friend. She disappears for weeks and days on end. And she's sleeping in his bed? Damn right, I want some answers.
Laura says Michael's crazy for thinking she'd ever have a fling with her friend. She wants to prove her innocence once and for all.
I mean, he's gay, for crying out loud. Yes, I sleep in his bed, but he sleeps on a sofa. I mean, I have to keep all my friends away from Michael because they're all terrified of him.
Please welcome Michael to the show.
How are you?
Good to see you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
So, Michael, tell me what's going on.
Well, Kurt, I met this girl online about 3 years ago, and we started corresponding, and
okay.
We started getting along really well. So I fast forward a couple of months, and then I met her, and then she came home with me, and actually has never left.
Okay.
Well, sort of.
Has she wanted to leave, and you've just been holding her hostage?
Well, no, I don't hold her
Okay.
hostage. No, no. But I do have two burning questions that I would love to ask her.
Okay.
And what is she doing with her best friend? And
you think she's cheating?
I don't know what to think. That's what I'm saying. She texts me when she runs off. She does these little sabbaticals and runs off.
Sabbatical, so she disappears?
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
And have you met her best friend?
I would love to meet her best friend. No, I'm not allowed to meet her best friend, or he's intimidated of me, or whatever the fact may be. I'm not out to do
He's
anything.
intimidated by you.
I don't see why.
Like
I've never even met him. I haven't talked to him. Pussycat, yeah, that's me. I am a pussycat.
She even sleeps in his bed?
She texts me one time, well, more than once. She goes, I'm sleeping in his bed. And then I text back, what the hell you mean you're sleeping in his bed? Who does that?
Shouldn't she be in your bed?
That's what I'm thinking. Well, then she texts me back, well, he's not in the bed with me. He's in the living room. Wait a minute. I'm 111 miles away from Toledo, Ohio. How do I know what you're doing? I don't know if he's under the bed, in the bed, or in another room. I don't know nothing.
I mean, you don't even know if he exists.
Oh, I know he exists.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, I do know he exists.
Met him.
Well, see, she has pictures on his phone of her when she goes out when she goes to his house. They go out bar hopping, and I see pictures of him all, hey, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, then I do want to intimidate him, yeah.
Now, he used to date her sister.
Yes, he dated her sister. So, but her excuse was, oh, he's gay. Really? I'm totally confused. I mean, I really don't know.
So you're wondering why her gay best friend used to date her sister?
Yeah, right. And, well, if he's gay, why are you there?
I'm not there.
Right, no, not you, not you, Kurt, not you.
No, I was just trying to remember the last time I was in Toledo. You're so intimidating, I'll say anything to you.
Well,
all right, Michael's girlfriend, Laura, is backstage listening. She says she's known her male BFF for 20 years, and she's only known Michael for 3. She said she's fed up with the accusations and wants Michael to let her have her friendship in peace. Come on out, Laura.
I'm so tired of you saying that, you know, painting a picture of me like I'm some kind of whore.
I never said you was a whore, but what woman goes to another man's house and says, oh, I'm in his bed? What woman does that to any man?
Yeah, I'm sleeping in his
Right?
bed.
Am I right?
And he sleeps on the sofa.
Do I know that?
Let's come on stage, you guys.
Do I know that? No, I don't.
You gotta start learning to trust me.
Laura, are you having an affair with your best friend?
No, we think he's gay. He's a family. He's a family friend.
You think he's gay, but he used to date your sister.
Yeah, but you know, aside from my sister, he's never ever been with a man or a woman.
Now, does he think he's gay, or does he know he's gay?
He won't talk about it because he knows if I get drunk, I'll throw it in his face. Because he thinks it's a bad thing.
Why would you throw it in his face if someone was gay?
He thinks it's a bad thing. And I'm not judgmental. But Michael thinks that I'm sleeping with him.
All right, are you?
No.
Why won't you let your
No.
best friend meet Michael?
Well, he's afraid of him. He said he can't wait to meet my friend so he can turn his face into hamburger.
Have you threatened him?
Why would
I've
you
never
pride
threatened
yourself
personally. No,
on
I
that?
have never threatened personally. Yeah, but I do say this. Yeah, but it's an intimidation factor, I guess.
Yeah,
but I am. But
listen, let me just say,
I'm genuinely.
Yeah, but your intimidation factor is meeting and it's backfiring because you're here crazy.
Exactly. I'm here in California trying to find out what the hell's going on. Well, I also have one other question.
All right, we're going to get that after the break. Up next, we'll find out if Michael's suspicions are right, that men and women can't just be friends. We'll have the test results when we come back. Coming up on the test, will a hickey doom this relationship?
The one time she went on sabbatical, she come home with a hickey. She told me some guy come up mysteriously and bit her on the neck.
He just grabbed me from behind and bit my neck. He doesn't believe me.
I don't believe
I
you.
mean,
While in a relationship with Michael, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone else? Your answer?
no.
And then?
She possibly slept with my friend, and I want to know that before we proceed on.
Amber, you also think that Corey's
right.
It's definitely flipping the script.
And later, Connect. Do you hate your daughter's boyfriend? Are you desperate for her to leave him? If you think your daughter's boyfriend is cheating, call 1-855-9-TEST-TV. That's 1-855-983-7888. Or go to thetesttv.com. The following program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to The Test. Michael says he's got every right to prove his girlfriend Laura is cheating with her male friend because she sneaks off and runs to see him. Laura says he's crazy and just needs to go when a ride is available to take her. So that's what happens when you're ready to go, you're just going to go?
I do not sneak off. I tell him when I'm leaving. I even pack a bag in front of him.
But why do you go for 2 weeks when you have...
Up to 2 weeks. There's been times I've been gone for a month. We fight. He wants to keep fighting. And if we fight about an egg slicer, he brings up my friend.
Do you fight a lot? Do you love her?
Well, yeah, well, I love her to death.
Do you want to be in this relationship?
I would love to be in a relationship, but I need these questions answered back.
All right, what's your second burning question? I don't want you to catch on fire.
Second burning question is, the one time she went on sabbatical, she come home with a hickey. She told me she went to some place with a buddy, and some guy come up mysteriously and bit her on the neck.
Whoa, were you attacked by a vampire?
Yeah, he did bite you, I guess.
I was at an AA
Did you
meeting
go on a
with my
sabbatical
friend.
to Transylvania?
No, he just grabbed me from behind and bit my neck.
Does that happen often?
Well, no, but he doesn't believe me.
I don't believe
I mean, I've been to a Kiss copy band, and I had a guy do it there, and he didn't even know me.
People are just running up to you?
2 times in my adult life.
They just run up and bite your neck?
Neither one of them knew me.
I know.
Vampires? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, and he marked my neck up.
But you thought it was a hickey? I mean, you know what a hickey looks like.
I've been around a couple of dozen times. Yeah, I know what a hickey is. And that was a hickey.
That does not mean I had
Did your gay
sex
best
with
friend
anybody.
give you a hickey?
No. I wasn't even around him. I was with another buddy, a guy.
You got a lot of buddies when your best buddy's at home.
It wasn't my friend that did it. It was some guy that was in the AA meeting, and they come out. Everybody they were having a cigarette break.
All right.
Man, does that sound fishy? I ain't much of a fisherman, man. That sounds fishy.
You're not much of a fisherman, but you got hooks all over your face.
Yeah, I do, brother. I'm proud of it.
Michael, are you ready to find out whether or not your woman is doing the deed with her male buddy?
Oh, yes, please.
All right, our lie detector administrator asked Laura the following questions. And here's the first one. And Laura, everything went smooth during the test?
Oh, yeah.
Anything transpire I need to know about?
Yeah, we goofed around together and everything. Not goofed around
You didn't go
like
to sabbatical,
that.
did you?
Not like that.
I mean, our polygraph administrator didn't just attack your neck, did he?
we were just BSing.
Okay, listen, I had no idea that there's so many vampires out. Now, what if she doesn't pass? What if she's...
Well, that's what's making me have cold feet about marrying her.
And if she does pass, you want to marry her?
Yeah, then I can rest. my mind and my heart can be in.
And you won't fight over egg salad? You might back it up.
It ain't egg salad. It's an egg cutter.
Great. I think, I mean, a lot of people fight over finances.
I think it's
you just
the water
want to know
in
why the
Cleveland.
eggs go diagonally. All right, Laura. While being in a relationship with Michael, have you had sexual intercourse with your best friend? Your answer?
No.
She passed.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing, but there's another question.
Yeah, there's another question, and that's an important one, too.
Yes, it is. While in a relationship with Michael, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone else? Your answer?
No.
I love the way you say it. It's like you're scared.
I'm not scared.
I know. I just said I like the way you say it. She passed.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I owe an apology, and I'm man enough to do that. I'm sorry that I never doubted you. Or you want me on a knee?
I think you should.
I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I love you with all my heart, and I always will. But that still doesn't answer the question. Quit running away from me. I don't want a part-time relationship. I want a full-time relationship. So stick around.
What's the question?
That isn't a question. It's a statement.
You just said you
it's
have
a statement.
question. Now, what about your profiles on all these dating sites?
What about
Are your dating site? You still have your profiles up?
Yes,
Well, when she runs off, yeah.
Are you going to take those down?
I will more than happiply take them down. I said, I'm sorry. I admit it.
He's actually met a woman at a bar, and he told me. The reason why it didn't progress is because she lied about how many children she had.
Listen.
No, that wasn't it.
All right, here's the deal. You wanted to know if she was cheating with her best friend. She wasn't. You love this guy?
Of course I do.
You love this woman?
Sometimes. No, yes, I absolutely with all my heart.
Listen, you're lucky to have her. She seems like a great woman.
She is a great woman.
All right, and you got a lot of things. Maybe you cut her neck just trying to kiss her with that sharp spear. All right, listen. I just want you guys to
absolutely glad to
be
hear
a little
that,
more trusting of each other.
I'm absolutely glad to hear that.
All right, and good luck. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Coming up on the text.